Hi, it's Trisha, and I'm going to go over the trades for Monday, April 27th. And we use two setups using three charts with indicators requiring confirmation before we ever take a trade. And you can check those out at www.easyemintrade.com. The first setup that occurred, I actually was not in the trading room this morning because we don't start till 11 on Monday. But with that said, this was a trade that set up at 10:37. You have divergence going higher on your indicator while price is going down. You get a squeeze firing off, and you could have entered that at 860.50, and you would use your trail stop method if that's the way you choose to trail stop. You move your stop to here, then you move your stop under this area here, and you get stopped out over here for a small gain of 1 3/4. And actually over here on our longer tick chart is where it was setting up. Actually on this bar here is where it's set up, but this is the bar previous, and that actually did close above both moving averages, barely, but it did. So everything was in alignment. Our trend indicator, our indicator on our longer tick chart, our tick, everything was in alignment, so you could take that trade. A trade that set up later at 119, I actually took it here, and you actually could have taken it up here, but I chose to wait till I got 50% retracement below that area. So we had a trend line break up here, and what you would want to do is you'd want to wait for the close below your trend line and then go short below that that previous bar. So you could have actually gotten in up here. I chose to be safe. This bar closed below our 50% retracement area, and by 50% retracement I mean I take the high to the low, which is over here, and 50% of that using Fibonacci, or you can even eyeball it, but right there is where our 50% area is. So this bar here closed just below that. It's closed below both our moving averages. Everything is still in alignment to go short. So right below that bar I went short, entered in on this bar at 856.50, and then when you're entering in off the longer tick chart, rather than drilling down for an entry, because as of late we have not had entries when we have our trend line break if we're looking to drill down on our smaller tick chart. So we can enter in off the longer tick chart, and I plan on sending some information out on that, but for now, so you could trail stop using the high of each bar, like a quarter above. So when I got in here, once this bar here is complete, I move my stop to a quarter above that, then a quarter above that, a quarter above that, a quarter above that, and stopped out on this bar here at 852.75 for a gain of 3 3/4. I did take a profit at +2, so for 1/3 I got +2, and the remaining 2/3 I got +3 3/4. Obviously, if you entered in up here, your profit was about double that. So again, your preference how you'd want to enter. But I'm going to do some back testing about entering the trend line break when it's actually the turn of when the trend is changing. So I always like to wait till I get below that 50% mark, but I'm going to back test this as well and see how well that works, because obviously that was a lot that was given up there. But me, I like to be below the moving averages and so forth. But hey, if back testing shows that that's profitable more times than not, then we'll make that adjustment. Some people had a trade that set up a squeeze later on. I think it was just before 11 o'clock. I did not have that occur on my chart. Right here, I didn't have that. Some of the people using TradeStation had divergence, so they could have entered that, and it would have been a really small gain, but it was definitely a setup. So those are the trades for April 27th. I know quite a few of you have been asking about the free trial for the chat room, and we are limited on space as to how many people we're going to allow in there, just so we can keep it manageable. And so I've had to limit it, the free trials, to people who have actually gotten the ebook, just so when we're all in there, we're all on the same page and we all have the indicators and our charts set up and so forth. So if you've gotten the ebook and I have not sent you an invitation for the 3-day trial, or if you purchased the ebook, I'll be happy to send you the invitation for the 3-day trial. But still keeping in mind that we are close to our maximum, but hey, we'll keep taking people as long as we don't get past that number that I have in my mind. Okay, so anyway, go to www.easyeminitrade.com and check those out.